Let's turn attention to the National Assembly, where the Senate is currently screening Halima Shehu for appointment as National Coordinator and Chief Executive Officer of the National Social Investment Program Agency. The upper chamber is also expected to screen nominees for Chairman and Secretary of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. We will bring you details of the screening as we get them. At Tuesday's plenary, the Senate called on the federal government to declare a national state of emergency on abuse of drugs and narcotics in the country. The upper legislative chamber also mandated its Committee on Drugs and Narcotics to partner relevant agencies of government to organize a national conference on drug abuse. National Assembly correspondent TVC News reports.
The menace of drug abuse ravaging the country is a big headache for the lawmakers, and the matter was brought to plenary.
That drug abuse has brought to Nigeria.
Senator Babangida Hussaini moved the motion to address the menace of drug abuse in Nigeria, which he believes has reached a very disturbing level. He says a population of 30 to 35 million people living in Nigeria spend approximately $15,000 to $30,000 annually on psychotropic drugs and alcoholic beverages. He referred his colleagues to a report by the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime and the European Union on drug use in Nigeria, which reveals that about 14.3 million Nigerians between the ages of 15 and 64 were drug abusers.
Direct the NDLE to strengthen regional cooperation with sister drug enforcement agencies, especially those contiguous to Nigeria, namely Republic of Niger, Benin, Chad, and Cameroon, to stem the inflow of illicit drugs into the country.
Adding their voices to the motion, his colleagues fear the growing trend of drug abuse, if not addressed, would affect the productivity of the youth population, which will have a ripple effect on the economy and, by extension, the country's cultural and social values.
When you have something that is destroying your youth, it shows that your future is in jeopardy. This thing is everywhere. It's everywhere. Even celebrities, they're into it. Even celebrities, those are supposed to show good example, lead the way for others to follow. They are also into it.
Socio-economic wise also, we are losing a lot of our cultural values, national values that is dear to us as a result of this substance abuse and drug abuse.
The lawmakers are now asking for the federal government's intervention to arrest the situation. They want the federal government to declare a state of emergency on drug abuse and consider options of dialogue and sensitization to halt this trend of social menace. TVC News, Abuja.